Yo guys, what's up? MJK here again for another pre-FIFA 21 video. So today, realistically, right, it's currently while I'm recording this, it's September 30th, right? Which is the day we've been waiting for. It's web app day. We're so excited for the web app. Oh, I can't wait. Anyway, man, yeah, it's great the web app's out and everything, but we saw some things happen today on Twitch and Twitter and everything, and the game changers, some of the EA golden people, golden boys, if you will, received the game early. And for me, man, obviously it's been happening, right? It's been happening for as long as they've had the game changer program, but to me it rubs me a little bit in the wrong way. And the reason I say that is because, like, I went on this little rant on Twitter today, and I talked about how in FIFA, right, it's pay to win. Everyone knows it's pay to win. You're either paying with money or monetary, things, whether you belong to an org, whether you belong to a gaming team, whatever. They're giving you money, you're spending money, blah, 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 right? Or you're spending time, which is what a lot of us are doing, and probably why you're watching a YouTube video on trading. But anyway, for me, right, when you give access to a select group of people whose main purpose on foot is to open packs and basically gain coins so that they can buy players, you're putting the rest of the community at a very unfair advantage, especially smaller content creators like myself, like my boy Chatty, like my boy Matt, all of us who are still growing and are still really trying to find our way. When you don't have access to a game when a lot of other people do, who, realistically you may have more followers than, or, I mean, it's not even about that, but to have that relationship with EA and getting the game early and being able to spend FIFA points and doing all that stuff and really just getting name recognition, for me, man, it's kind of tough. I know a lot of games do it, right? Call of Duty does it, but a thing for me that rubs me the wrong way is it's a pay-to-win game, right? And when all of these people are paying to get players and to do all this stuff, granted, they can't do much, right? There's not a very active transfer market, and I understand that. But to me, man, for a game that requires so much time or so much money, I don't know. I think I'd much rather than maybe give things to, in terms of Volta or some other stuff. But anyway, I digress. We'll move past it. We don't care. We'll have access in a couple days. So anyway, the purpose of this video is basically to teach you guys how to trade on the web app, and I'm sure you've seen a million videos, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. But realistically, for me, man, what I try and do on the web app is I'm not really one of those guys that sits there and I'm on my keyboard all day. As soon as the web app opens, I'm buying. For me, man, the web app is just something to do, just to give you enough buying power, so that way when you do get on console, if you see cards you want or you see cards that are a good deal or a good value, you can buy them. So for me, man, this is just a little peek into my trading guide that's in my Discord. I'll put a link to the Discord in the description if anybody not in the Discord sees the video and like to join. I'm offering a free trading guide. It's nothing intense. Me and my buddies are updating this throughout FIFA 21, just as a little perk to following the channel and subscribing to the YouTube and all that stuff. But for me, right, I talk about my 10-hour access and how to use it, and I just kind of piggyback the web app into this. So what I'm doing realistically is I'm going to be trading, unless there's a glitch, I'm going to be trading everything and opening packs on the web app. So for me, right, what I'm trying to do for, like I talked about in yesterday's video, my first thing that I'm trying to do realistically is just get to 10K. Once you get to 10K, right, and hopefully you'd think you'd be able to make that from your welcome backpack, seeing as you get 7 to 10 packs. But once you can get there and sell your consumables and do all that kind of stuff, you open a lot of different avenues in order to make coins and in order to trade. So realistically, like I said, web app is fine for buying coins, looking at fluctuation, investments, and chem style trading during your 10 hours of early access. But also on day one, it's really important to do that. So what I've done so far is I've just opened up a couple of tabs of players that me personally that I'm going to be looking to try and flip throughout tomorrow, and even when we have access to the game on console, but when we're still trading on the web app. So I picked 4 cards that I've seen a lot, right? All different price variations, right? Diego Jota, probably be 5 to 10K. Gosens, who I've seen in a lot of Serie A squads. I think this guy's going to be a great box-to-box mid. He's probably not going to be more than 5K. I can't imagine being more than 5K. Richarlison, now Richarlison's price range, has been leaked by Game Changers, is 10K, which I could see being risen or being brought up a little bit. But 10K for this card, man, I'm assuming he might be 10 to 15K. And then Alex Teixeira, who might be 2 to 3K. We discussed this yesterday on stream and on YouTube about how the CSL players are going to be very important to buy and very, very fun to really flip. So like I said, So the whole thing with the web app, right, man, is once you have a couple coins, a couple thousand coins, 10, 15, 20K, it opens up a lot of different avenues, right? You can flip your 1 to 2,000 coin SBC cards that are going to be in solutions for the advanced SBCs. You can flip your low tier meta cards. You can flip your your Chinese league cards. You can really flip whatever you want. Now, the only thing that I'll say is what I do, right, is I make sure that I'm only flipping cards within that 2 to 5 to maybe 10K range. Because you would hate to have a card, and I discussed this yesterday, where you're sitting there and you're trying to relist and they just don't sell, right? Because those are coins that you could be injecting into other players and moving those coins around a little bit more to, make a couple more, small profits here and there. So that's important to think about, right? Obviously, if you see a card that's a big undercut, right? Like if you see a guy like, I don't know, Davison Sanchez or an Allen or a Richarlison for like 7 to 10K, then yeah, buy that card because that's going to make you coins quick. It's all about being quick and efficient on the web app. So realistically, like I said, man, for me, my goal on the web app is to get 20 to 30K, right? Now, I'll probably exceed that a little bit. At least I hope. But realistically, man, when you are spending FIFA points or when you are going to spend a lot of time on the game, it's more important to just kind of have that little bit of wiggle room in order to maneuver the market and buy cards that you really, you see and you're like, wow, it's too good, I have to buy it. So it's important to do that. It's important to be smart, but it's also not important to go so crazy where you're like, you're panicking because you're like, oh, I only have 10K, I only have 15K, or oh, I have class tonight, I can't do any of this. So I think the web app should be chill. It's obviously fun, right? It's intense, it's fast, it's all this stuff, but it shouldn't stress you out, man. It's the web app, right? It's one day. It's not even one day. It's like 12 hours realistically before the game starts coming out. So to me, it's not worth stressing out about. It's just worth, getting on, learning the trends, seeing which players are selling, seeing their prices and all that. Now, one thing that I wanted to talk about and that we discussed in the Foot Accountant stream tonight is the implication of everything that we're kind of seeing right now on the from the Game Changers on YouTube and on Twitch, and that is the qualification process with division rivals and everything that goes into that is now rewarding you coins. So some guy played his 5 games and got matched in Division 3 or put in Division 3 and got 89K. So realistically, if you're getting put in Division 5, 6, 7, you're getting 40, 50, 60, 70K, that's going to have a big market implication, especially for early access, right? Because that's going to be basically close to 100K that someone's going to have on their account like that, just from playing rivals and just from opening their welcome backpacks and doing all that kind of stuff. So what that could mean is players like Jorginho Wijnaldum might be a little bit higher, right? These more mid-tier meta cards, right? So if we look on Footbin, you look at a guy like Wijnaldum, you look at a guy like Raja Nainggolan, Ben Yedder if he's not in Team of the Week, Valverde, all these guys, right? There's going to be more coins in the market, so they're most likely going to cost a little bit more because people are not going to wait for those undercuts. They're just going to hit, buy now. So that's something we'll have to look into. Same thing with the high tier cards, right? Those are going to be a little bit more expensive if that in fact is what's happening. But we also got to think too, right? Where people have been opening packs for a full day now. So some cards that might be extinct, right? When we talk about Team of the Week 1, if you look at your Ben Yedders or your Jamie Vardy's or your lower tier cards, even your Valverde's, right? That have already been packed, their gold versions, they're going to have a very, very, very limited supply because only Game Changers and stuff have packed those cards, not special. So that's just another thing to be thinking about when you do buy or when you do get on the web app tomorrow, is that the market might already have some demand for some cards and you might be like, well, they're out of packs. And that is because Game Changers packed them the previous day. Now, one thing, to wrap up the video, I guess, in terms of the web app, like I said, man, I'm not trying to flood you guys with information because realistically, like, you guys have probably watched a ton of YouTube videos and I'm just trying to give you what I'm going to do, right? And I'm not a big web app guy, I'll admit. I'm gonna stream the web app tomorrow. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in class. We're gonna do all that stuff. We're gonna send it, right? But it's important not to get too caught up in the web app because so many people end up getting caught up in it and then they panic and they're like, oh man, I suck at trading, or oh man, I don't have enough coins to compete or any of this. But realistically, guys, like, the web app doesn't mean anything. The web app shouldn't be a flex. The web app shouldn't be a dick swinging contest like, oh, who has more coins, who has more TP, which a lot of people make it out to be. But for me, man, it's just something that's fun, right? It just builds the hype for FIFA 21. So with that, man, you know, this week we're gonna be excited for the web app. We're gonna do that. We're gonna trade. But I'm really looking forward to Thursday, man. I just want to get on the game. I want to open packs. I want to build a team. I want to play the game. I want to do all that stuff, man. I want to find out if there's an EA Access glitch which, you know, isn't, apparently there may be one, there may be two actually, but we'll discuss that when the time comes. But yeah, boys, you know, I'm excited. Like I said before, we're 12 and a half hours away from the web app from the time this video is being recorded. So I'm excited. I am. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be cool. But it's really important not to get too caught up in it, man, because as soon as you start getting caught up in it, right? And as soon as you start panicking and being like, oh shit, like I have to make coins, I have to do this, I have to do that, just set a realistic goal, 20, 30, 40, 50K. And then once you hit that, then you can start expanding a little bit more. But anyway, guys, I look forward to discussing more live on stream tomorrow. I look forward to making like a little recap video of what we did on the web app, on stream and stuff. And yeah, man, FIFA 21's finally here. You know, we never thought with COVID and everything that, oh, we'd get it. You know, it's a little bit delayed. It's a week delayed. But anyway, man, it's here. It's here, and it's going to come fast, and it's gonna come furious. But we're going to be ready, and we're going to enjoy it. So anyway, man, thank you guys so much for the support on the first video. We got like 25, 30 subs already, which is kind of crazy seeing as I started yesterday. Like 50-something views, bunch of comments, bunch of likes. So I would really appreciate another thumbs up, another like. Maybe get your boys to subscribe. I don't know, man. I'm trying to grow the channel. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I look forward to catching you guys on stream tomorrow and on YouTube too. So anyway, guys, peace out. See you later.